Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Abe with MysticGenMara.com, a small town mystic from the middle of Idaho. And tonight, whenever you happen to be seeing this, I would like to offer your Rune Elemental Energy reading for the week of April 19th through the 25th of 2026. These are general readings, so take what works, leave the rest for someone else. And if you happen to catch this outside of that window of time, these are general, so they are timeless, so it may just pop in when you need to hear it. So, if you've never had your charts read, there is a natal interpretation chart linked in the description. It's not sponsored or anything like that, but then there's also a few other links that do help. When you click through those, do help the channel out, so you can check those out too. With that, we'll get started with our first element, which is the element of fire. Fire covers the zodiac signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So if you're Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or have fire high up in your chart, then this message is for you. And I forgot to get my little book out here, because it makes it a little bit easier to get started. Your first rune, fire, is the Inga's rune, which is the rune of fertility. Color is yellow. Tarot association is judgment. And astrology is the new moon. So this is a completion of ideas or a project, a time of new beginnings, positive energy, good fortune. So you really are setting yourself up this week, fire, with a really positive outlook on life. There is this energy that's coming in. There's something new. You're feeling inspired to break ground on that garden, to get those seeds planted. I just keep seeing this outdoor stuff. Maybe it's trimming the trees or trimming the hedges, whichever it is. There's this energy of things moving forward and preparing. So you're really moving in this more positive energy, and I'm feeling this is a very physical energy. So you're getting some stuff happening. There's some stuff rearranging, getting going. Yeah, I just keep seeing that you're planting seeds. So it could be that you're starting your garden or breaking ground or something. That's what they keep going back to. So we'll have to see. Your second rune is the Manaz rune, which is the rune of man. Colors deep red. Tarot association is the magician. And astrology is Jupiter. Humankind, deep wisdom held in the body, mind and body working as one. Knowledge with memory, interdependence of the masculine and feminine within. So you're finding balance, but you're also finding your balance in this action. There's something moving going on here, and it's something that you've been planning on doing, something you've been looking towards doing for a while, and this is the week where you're getting that inspiration to actually set forth and do it. You've built the knowledge base. You understand how this is going to work out, whether it's the garden or the tree trimming or the planting of new trees, the landscaping of some form. But you know what you're doing. You know the plan. You've got the magician card coming in saying you already have all the tools. So now it's that call to action. It's that call to get things started. And it doesn't matter if it's something small, like you're starting a side gig and you want to just kind of build the hustle. Okay, then do that. This is the week where you get to do some research. Start putting pedal to the metal, so to speak. Start digging those holes, start cleaning out that grass pad, whatever it is you're working on. This is the week of the beginning. This is where you get things started. And if you already have started it, then take it to the next level. That's the vibe that's coming up here. So let's hop over to our Earth family. Earth covers the zodiac signs of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So if you are Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, then this is for you. And Earth, you are starting off with the Iawaz rune, which is the rune of the yew tree. Color is dark blue. Tarot association is the Hanged Man, so you got some water energy going on. And your astrology is Scorpio, so water is going to be your helper. Protection, time of death and rebirth, foresight, and perseverance. This is a time where Earth, if you've been wondering about something or you're not sure, this is the time where you start asking other people for help. This is this time where you get to seek out the guidance of those who have went before. In some ways, that's protection because you're setting yourself up for success by protecting yourself from mishaps. But that's the energy I'm getting here, is it's time for you to start making these decisions. The Hanged Man is saying, whatever's going on, Earth, it's time to change your perspective. The way you're looking at this particular situation, and I keep seeing problem there, so we'll use that term. The way you're looking at this particular problem is not going to help you. It's time to flip it on its head. Look at it from another perspective and allow yourself to see it that way, with Scorpio, which is the fire of water, coming in you have this aggression and this challenge to the old ways. So if you're stuck in a pattern, well, this is what I was taught, this is how only way I know. The Scorpio energy that's tied to this Iawaz rune is saying, yeah, but that's not working. So let's flip the whole thing, and we're going to bowl through this, and we're going to make it happen. So it's definitely heading in the right direction for you, Earth. Just got to tie into your Taurus energy a little bit more. Berkana is your second rune. Berkana is the rune of birth. Color is dark green, and the tarot association is the Empress. Astrology is Virgo, so this is Earth energy, prosperity, luck, all the good words. Renewal, promise of new beginnings, new growth, a birth, a family, and home. So this is really anchoring in this energy of you're wanting to do something. Pardon me. And you are in a situation to be very successful with it. There's not a lot of blockage I'm seeing here. You definitely are looking in the right places because that's going to protect you from future pitfalls. And with Berkana coming in, this is that time where this new aspect, this new consciousness, this new awareness is really coming to the forefront for you. And so you're really in this beautiful energy of how can we expand? How can we grow? What's coming next? What are we doing? Because it's time for you to expand, Earth. You've been doing a lot of foundational work. If I go back through the videos, we could do that. You've got a lot of foundational basics going on, and now it's this energy of, okay, you've got the foundation, you've got things going, now it's time to move forward. It's time to step into this next level of existence. And it doesn't have to be dramatic, huge moves. It's taking the steps to move things forward. But it's definitely an expansive week for you. But I keep hearing this energy that it's time to reach out, Earth, and ask for the assistance or to ask for the guidance. And water is going to be the one that kind of shows you this other energy. So for our air family, which is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, we're starting you off with the Jira rune, which is the rune of the year. Color is light blue. Tarot association is the Fool. And astrology is Earth. The cycles of nature and life, something coming to fruition, effort receiving its rewards. You also, with the Fool, have the naive idiot, the blind beginner that is stepping out onto a new path. And with this, it's saying this next year energy, so it could be the next year, or it could be something that feels like a year, it may be a new beginning that you've been needing, but you don't know enough about what's happening for it to be fun in the first part. Like the joy of starting a new project, yay! The actuality of figuring out how to do it, probably not so much. But you're in that energy of this new energy, this new beginning, this renewal energy. Air, you love knowledge. You love wisdom anyway. So seeking and learning, this is an exciting time for you, but it's also calling forth a challenge where you're going to have to bring this knowledge in and anchor it down, because that's the Earth aspect. And that's not always an easy thing to sort out, because you are in the flow at that point. Like, I've got this, we got this energy, we're moving, things are beginning, things are happening. Their effort that I put out is getting the reward, so you're getting these kickbacks finally that you've been hunting for, but you have to ground that. You have to bring it back down to earth. It's not just staying in the ether and hanging out up there. So your second rune, we have the blank rune, which is the word rune, which is fate. Signifies mystery, fate, the unknown, have and trust with faith. Air, you've been putting things into play. You've been setting things up, and now it is fated that this is going to happen. What's going to happen is going to happen. You don't have a lot of pause, stop, no, I'm not ready for this yet. You put everything in motion, and the universe says hit the critical mass, meaning it's happening. And so that's where this fate's coming in, and that's where this Fool part is. There's parts of this creation that you've built, Air, that I'm seeing that you weren't sure of. You didn't know about. There's parts of this that were beyond your knowledge, and that's where that Fool energy comes in, because you planned but didn't research on this, whatever this is you're building here. And the word part is saying, okay, now you get what you asked for. You ready for this? And that's the beauty and the curse of that rune, is you've put effort into something, you've built towards it, and now you get what you asked for. Are you ready for this? Something to think about there, air, because you are moving that direction. With that, we're going to hop over here as soon as I can get the runes to talk to me, to our water family, which is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, all of our fishies out there. And water. Not sure what my problem is tonight. It's really bad. We are starting you off with, where to go? The Kano rune, which is the rune of torches or fire. Color is light red. Tarot association is the Chariot. Astrology is Venus. So this is a union of opposites, water, because you have fire and Venus, which is water, but also carries fire as well. So this could be a Scorpio energy. Creative fire, awakening, artistic impulses, passions, and sexual energy. So water, this week is definitely going to be a week of creation, of drive. There's something coming up here that is going to push you beyond where you thought you could be. They keep showing me like this circle and has the word comfort around it, and there's like sources pushing you outside of it. So you might be being pushed out of your comfort zone. This might challenge a foundational belief or energy for you, but you actually are okay with this, is what I'm feeling here, because you are finding a balance. And when you step outside of that comfort zone, your passion reawakens. You're like, oh yeah, this is what I was hunting for, or this is what I was doing. This was the challenge, the drive, whatever it is. And you're going to be able to run with this energy. And that energy of the torch or the fire is going to help light the path ahead. Because you may not be able to see the whole thing, but you can at least dodge the pitfalls and the low-hanging rocks to not get smacked in the head, because you're ready to make this move. And there's an energy that I'm feeling right now is what happens this week is going to start an accelerated pattern for you. So definitely something interesting going on. Your second rune is the, where'd it go? Degas rune, the rune of the day. Color is light blue. Tarot association is temperance, so you're finding your balance. And astrology is the dark moon. This is awakening with clarity, success, prosperity, and abundance. So whatever movement is happening here, whatever shift is being called forth, this is calling you to a new life. This is not a time for you to continue the old ways. The old ways of, I get up at 8, or I get up at 6, I go to work by 9, I have lunch at 12:30 exactly every day, I'm home by 5:30, I say hello to my spouse, I pat the kids on the head. That works for some people, but water, I'm not feeling that for you. I'm really feeling that there is this change, a challenge to the everyday norm for you, and it's because it's time to reawaken that spark. It's time to get out of that comfort zone. Now, does that mean you can't go find a new comfort zone? No. But where you're at isn't healthy for you anymore. It's not helping you grow. It's not helping you see a broader world view, and that's the energy that's being called forth here. Is it's time to lean into this new existence that Source is offering, because that is a weird way of phrasing that. You deserve better than where you've accepted. You deserve better than what you've allowed. It's time to reach out and lay the claim to what it is that you truly have been searching for. You're comfortable because you're not ready for that, but the universe is saying, what are you talking about? You have everything available to set this next level into play. Why aren't you? What's holding you back? Water, think about that. What's holding you back? What's stopping you from making that claim? So with that, I was just checking, make sure there's no one else want to say anything. Overall, this week is definitely a week of movement. There was the Chariot. There's a lot of calls to action. I'm feeling this week's going to be a little more in the physical world. You might still have some mental things going on. Some spiritual stuff might be shifting. But this week, it's like it's being brought down into the physical world, where you've done the spiritual, the mental, and now it's time to manifest it. So see what happens this week. I'm kind of interested to hear comments on this, because I do feel that you guys are heading into a week of manifestation where things are going to become more real for you, and it could be real as in the next steps are being taken, or however that's showing up, but you're definitely making it more in the physical world this week. With that, have a great rest of your week. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun jazz, and I'll see you in the next video.